I was traded to the team, and some of the things that they wanted him to improve on, which was being more physical, beefing up a little bit, and also establishing a little bit more post game. And he's did all those things. He's beefed up to a manner where he was able to keep his quickness. He goes to the low post. He attacks to the basket very, very strong. So I know I'm really happy with some of the changes he made. And I know the organization is too.
Are you kind of on pins and needles the first exhibition game without outside Indiana for a while, or are you more of a veteran and you've seen this all before?
I just want to see this thing unfold. It's not about anything in the past. It's about moving forward. And obviously we've had a lot of practices against each other. Now it's time to start putting some things together and compete against other teams and see how they defend some of our sets and how we defend some of their sets.
As a guy with so many years in the league, how do you use exhibition games?
Well, for me, I've missed quite a few games the last couple of years. So it's not about needing rest or kind of easing into it. It's about not only myself but our team really competing at a high level. Because again, when you practice and you play to win, it becomes contagious and it becomes routine. So we don't want to get lazy, and we don't want to approach the preseason in a half-hearted effort. We want to approach it like we approach a regular season game.
Sam was saying that even though veterans say that, they don't always do that in exhibition games. It's just it's just not the same. And
well, when you look around the league, you look at the teams that are good. Those teams do. The teams that expect to do something, they play and they play at a certain level. The teams that don't really expect to do anything, they just kind of want to play other guys to see what they have. We know what we have. We have 13 really good players on this team, and all of us feel like we need to really use the preseason to get ready for the regular season. And we've had the conversation, with the coaching staff about the minutes that we want to play and our approach to the game. So I think we all on one page when it comes to that aspect.
What are you curious about? What would be a success for you tomorrow night, personally?
It's hard. It's hard to really say. Obviously we want to win. We want to win. First and foremost, we want to create an impression not only for ourselves but for our city. To kind of give them a quick look at some of the things we've been working on. Obviously, we're not a well-oiled machine right now because we've only had a week of work, but just kind of give people a taste of what we can do. At the same time, be very, very aggressive and play defense at a high level and very, very entertaining.
As a young guy coming in the league, with a big body, what's the hardest adjustment to make? I'm talking about Andrea last year, struggled a little bit, but still a young guy.
I think with him, it was more a situation where they trying to put him at multiple positions, and it's a lot. It's a lot for a player to come into our league and be the #1 pick, and every time you step on the court, people are it's kind of like off with your head. It's a bullseye. When you're the top pick, you have a bullseye on your back every single night. And I think it was just him trying to get comfortable. I think he has a better feel and a better idea on where he's going to be successful at, and how and things he needs to do to not only be successful individually, but for our team also. So it's just really experience. It's nothing like experience. Experience, you can talk about it, you can draw plays, and until you actually get out there and you get a taste of a little bit of failure, you can make 10 steps forward on achieving the goals that he wants to achieve. And I think he understands where he is and what he needs to do this season for our team to be very, very successful this year.
When you see a guy work that hard over the summer and make the changes that he made, what message does that send to the rest of the team?
Well, I think not only himself, but I think a lot of guys have really, really worked extremely hard. We all knew, when the trade was made, me and Chris talked the day of, and we knew what our goals were. And I talked to, all the guys, by text, by phone, and it was more of a situation where, we're no longer talking about trying to be competitive in the East. We're talking about being one of the best teams in the league. And if we don't set our goals high and not willing to work hard to get to those goals, then, we're cheating ourselves. And I think everybody's focus has been extremely, extremely locked in, and everybody knows what we want to do. We hear everybody talking about us, trying to compete in the East, but that's not saying a whole lot when we're trying to be competitive in the East. We want to be competitive in our league, and we have the talent and the ingredients to do it. We just got to continue to work hard and put it together.